Hey group one, so these are the cards that we pulled for your twin flame update or connection reading. The first card that we're going to read from is from the Love Oracles. So the first one that I pulled was New Beginning. It says a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So within your connection, you could be having a new beginning. Some of you guys could be re-embracing each other, especially with embrace it and live your dreams passionately. You could be in some sort of passionate embrace, and that could lead to a new beginning. You guys could be in the space of awaiting some communication. I feel like that could be coming in as well. I'm getting that from new beginning. We also have friendships. It says nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will drastically improve. So I feel like right now you need to be friends before you are lovers. I feel like you need to nurture your friendship within this twin flame connection as well. I think that's a big part of your connection, the friendship. All right. So the first thing we're going to start with, all these here are oracle cards that we will look at after I do the tarot reading. I already pulled 10 cards for the reading, so I'm going to go ahead and set that up. The underlying energy was the Seven of Pentacles. So this is about an investment that has been made. You guys could be in a space of waiting, could be at a temporary pause in action while some things come into fruition. This is kind of like divine timing in a physical way, not just spiritually but physically. There may be some things that have to happen or some things that have to come into fruition before this union can take place. So some of you guys could, like I said, be at a temporary pause in action. When you're at that Seven of Pentacles space, don't just sit and wait. Be productive in your waiting. So the first card we're going to pull is the Prince of Pentacles. So I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you could be in a space of really doubting yourself right now. Could be having some new investments within your life that you're needing to take on. With the Devil here, temptation, a lot of you guys could be facing, I feel like this is lack of worth, because the Page of Pentacles can sometimes talk about feeling less of value or feeling not fully in your value as a person. With the Devil card, you could be looking at your situation from a low or a negative vibration. Could be in a space of having some sort of compulsive energy or obsessive energy in regards to the connection. And that's normal. Sometimes the connection can become obsessive, especially when you're in a space of trying to figure out if it's even the right thing that you need to be doing. So, and for some of you guys, you could be delaying this investment because of some sort of karmic or a toxic situation. Could be having some viewpoints that need to change. That could be a factor within this connection. We have the Seven of Cups here. So your fears can create illusions, can create these sort of daydreams. For a lot of you guys, if this is what you're going through, you need to really work on really establishing a sense of self-worth, detaching your worth from the connection. Okay. So with the Tower here, I do feel like for a lot of you guys, there will be a shift. The Tower represents a shift. It also represents revelation. So some of you guys could be going through this sort of ego period so that you can have a revelation, or that the unstableness or the toxic energies within the connection can be released. Okay, so let me make sure we can see everything. All right. So the next card we have is the Page of Cups, which is the Princess of Cups in this deck. This is the Lover's Path Tarot. So for a lot of you guys, I really feel like you need to identify what's within your heart, like really identify those feelings. Those feelings are a part of your intuition in regards to this connection. Some of you guys, you need to understand that you are connected through your heartstrings. So the feelings that you feel are reciprocal. Sometimes you can even feel your twin's emotions. So the next card we have is the Lover's card. So I do feel like for a lot of you guys, this is the mirroring card when it comes to the twin flame connection. I feel like you're mirroring your twin. So if you're having these anxieties that are coming from nowhere, you could be confused about these feelings that you have. You need to be in the actualization or realizing that these emotions or these energies are not of yours. Like, they do not come from you. They could be coming from your twin. And with the Ace of Wands here, I do feel like there's a new opportunity. Like I always say, the Ace of Wands is an active opportunity. That means it requires action from your part. So some of you guys, I do feel like there's some decisions that need to be made in order for things to move forward within the connection. We got Page of Wands here. I feel like you're needing to identify some passions within yourself, really identify your truths, like your true desires, okay? We have the Eight of Cups here. I feel like once you identify your true desires, you'll be able to move toward a new path that can bring true fulfillment. Nine of Cups is the card that comes after this Eight of Cups. I do feel like for a lot of you guys, once you identify these passions within yourself, it'll put you in a new spiritual place to where you'll be going down a new path. You'll be really uncovering some things within you that, I mean, with the twin flame connection, usually that's the purpose, is for you to uncover or unlock those spiritual gifts and talents. So I do feel like this event or whatever this situation that you're dealing with, this waiting is productive waiting, because it is putting you in a space of really identifying a new path, of putting you in a new ascension. So the outcome we have is the Three of Pentacles. I feel like within this connection, there will be some cooperation. Things will be put into motion for you guys. Let's see here. I do feel like you are kind of holding back out of fear. And I feel like, again, that energy is reciprocal with your twin. I feel like you have an opportunity, but in order for you to obtain this opportunity, it requires action on your part, and that is acting on those emotions and those desires that maybe you have been in a space of holding at bay or keeping at bay. So for some of you guys, this could mean reaching out. This could mean accepting an opportunity to connect. Maybe if your twin is in a space of telling you that, you know, let's become more, let's get to know each other more, let's become more closer in regards to our friendship. I feel like the friendship will give you a new beginning. It does require some patience on your part, because the investments in the friendship will blossom into, I feel like, a partnership, a true companionship, something that works. Like this Three of Pentacles is always about putting some things in motions, and you know, in the regular Rider Waite, they're in a chapel or a cathedral, and they're really, you know, trying to renovate or trying to rebuild a connection. So I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you're very much in a space of clearing out some karmic issues, either within your life or within the connection, so that you guys can rebuild your bond. You can begin as friends and really invest into this connection, invest into this relationship, and move forward and create something that is deep and that works. I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you're not identifying the true feelings that you have within this, and maybe those feelings stem from fear. Maybe you're realizing that there are some things that you need to release. Maybe if you're having these daydreams that make you feel as though, you know, everything's an illusion or it's not real, these 3D fears, because I can't hold it, because I can't see it, is not present. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you may be in a space of feeling or realizing that you have to release these fears in order for these seeds to blossom. Like if you don't believe in a manifestation that you put out, or if you don't believe in a situation that you're investing in, it is not going to prosper. You're not feeding it, you're not nurturing it. Okay, so for a lot of you guys, I do feel like this connection is in the space that it's in right now is necessary in order for those solid and those abundant seeds to be set, so that you can move away from the low vibration energy that could be you know, a part of this. So we're going to clarify, and we are going to clarify with the Cleopatra tarot. Actually, I think I want to use, we're going to clarify with the Cleopatra tarot. I'm going to use this because this is what I grabbed. Alright. So with this Page of Pentacles here, and I'm going to turn the cards so that you can see them. Ooh, this might, let me plug my computer in, guys. Hold on one second. Okay. I didn't realize my computer was not plugged in. So let's put these cards where you can see them. Page of Pentacles. Prince of Pentacles. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, and this is the Knight of Pentacles. So I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you could be dragging your feet out of fear, or someone could be in the space of dragging their feet out of fear. There could be an opportunity, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, my apologies. So Ace of Pentacles in reverse, someone could be turning down an opportunity based off of some responsibilities that they have. With the Five of Pentacles, I feel like someone is dealing with a lack or dealing with a situation that is challenging, and it is evident, but I do feel like someone needs to move in faith. So a lot of times within these connections, usually one of the partners or both could be in the space of dealing with a codependent or a toxic sort of connection. Majority of the time, if you're in a low vibration and you're in the space of thinking from your ego, thinking from your 3D perspective, not from high vibration, you get in the space of feeling stuck, feeling as though you have these issues that you got to continuously try to work out. But the reason why you have these issues that you continuously try to work out is because you're looking at them from a negative perspective. You're looking at them as issues and not as obstacles that can be overcome. So for a lot of you guys with the Ace of Pentacles, you could be the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and this Knight of Pentacles, you could be dragging your feet and turning down an opportunity. If not you, it could be your twin turning down an opportunity based off of a lack situation or based off of some challenges within their finances, within their home. With the Sun card here, I do feel like they have clarity of what is the problem, but that worry that's associated with that causes them to kind of drag their feet or causes them to just try to take care of whatever responsibilities are necessary for the moment. So with this Devil energy here, I really feel like you or your partner could be in a space of having some negative fear-based thoughts, could feel restricted or could feel bound to something. Yeah, especially if there's children involved. Six of Cups here. So if there's children involved, someone could feel bound to something, could be unhappy. We got 10 Cups here. So someone could be in a relationship, could be unhappy in a toxic relationship, in a low vibration codependent relationship. I feel like here with the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Now, if someone was, some of you guys, this person is still in this now. For others of you, this person has already moving forward, but they're dragging their feet because they still have fears associated from being hurt or being unhappy in the past within relation or family situations. With the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Cups, I do feel like someone has fears that they need to embrace the end of. Queen of Cups being the space of nurturing their self, seeing clearly with the Queen of Swords that moving forward is going to bring abundance. It is what they've invested in. So moving forward, whoever this is that is having this fear, whether it is you or your twin, needs to understand and see clearly that moving forward brings the stability that they desire. What they are investing in with that Seven of Pentacles, those investments come into fruition when you make the necessary changes or when you make the adjustments to move toward what you're manifesting. So even if you or your partner has not been actively manifesting a twin flame union, but in the space of trying to manifest abundance and security within their life, this union is a part of gaining that security because this is the path. So for a lot of you guys, I do feel like someone's confused as to how to get to what they're trying to accomplish in life, but in actuality, they need to remove the things that are holding them back and follow the path moving toward coming into union with their counterpart. So Seven of Cups here. We have the Six of Swords, and this is in reverse. So there's someone's not moving forward because they are confused. Ace of Cups here. I feel like someone's in a space of having an opportunity, seeing an opportunity, but in order to gain this opportunity, 7 + 1, 8 Cups, someone has to move forward. Someone has to grow emotionally. So with this Seven of Cups, I feel like that is what causes the confusion. Again, we got Seven of Cups twice. Someone is really in a space of living in an illusion, not having peace of mind because they have all of these temporary or elusive things like either these daydreams based off fear or these things that are illusions that are binding them to their present. And that's that 3D, that's that fear of letting go of a foundation, feeling as though that could be loss of stability, of loss of a life, like a material life as someone knows it. So with this Tower here, I do feel like either there's going to be a shift or either there's going to be a physical shift within the situation or someone's going to have a shift in perspective. So we got this Tower, and like I tell you, the Tower is a significant event a Tower is a event in your life that leads to significant change. So with the Eight of Pentacles here, I do feel like a lot of you guys are really in a space of trying to work, trying to build, trying to create. You may have made some unwise decisions previously and you're trying to rebuild from that. So some of you guys could be dealing with a twin that's having financial issues, and that's why they're dragging their feet. They may feel as though they cannot take care of you or they cannot provide for you, not understanding that moving toward the path brings the abundance. So with this King of Wands, I do feel like someone's focused on releasing that weight type of energy, releasing that lack type of energy, really wanting to invest and build and focus on innovating a new path. With this Page of Pentacles here, I do feel as though even though someone is having this realization that this is going to require work, I think that's where the lack of confidence comes in. I feel like someone is in a space of lacking confidence within themselves because of how much work they feel like a situation requires. But I do feel like with the Five of Swords, someone's going to realize that that's an unwise way of thinking, that those motives are not in the highest vibration of this connection. This connection is not about money or wealth. This connection is about true union, true unconditional love, and true abundance in life, gaining what it is that you're manifesting by use of this energy. So with this Page of Cups here, I do feel like some of you guys are really needing to go within your heart space. High Priestess here, trust what you feel. That message doesn't get any clearer. With the Three of Swords here and the Three of Pentacles, I do feel like in order for this to work, it does require healing. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you feel betrayed. You could feel as though this person is coming in and out of your life. Knight of Wands, maybe you feel as though it's just a sexual thing. I feel like you need to understand that you need to heal. You need to trust what you feel. If it does require you to really go within yourself and figure out what new investments you want to see in this connection, do that. Follow your desires. So with this Lover's card here, why is this here? Why is this Lover's card here? Okay, we got a lot on this. So we have the Two of Wands here with the Five of Cups. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're at a crossroads here. You're really dealing with some challenging emotions with the Five of Cups. You could be dealing with some regrets over what has been lost within the connection, especially if you guys were at one point in a relationship or at one point really connected emotionally, and maybe you guys drifted apart or there was a separation. You know, a lot of times within these connections there's a lot of ghosting because people can't handle the energy or can't handle having to have the patience necessary for it. So you guys could be at a crossroads about this connection, a crossroads in dealing with your lover. You could be in a space of dealing with some challenged emotions, like I said, some challenged thoughts. I feel like you need to change the way you think and feel about this. Ace of Wands, you have an opportunity with this, like I stated before, with this Lovers here and this Ace of Wands, you have to choose to take action within this connection. With the Four of Wands and the Nine of Swords, a lot of you guys are having anxiety about this. Four of Wands is the twin flame connection card. That's happy life, happy wife. But you have anxiety about that. So either you're in a space of having anxiety about committing to that and losing your, your bachelorhood or your bachelorettehood or whatever, losing that being single, or is just the investment up to something that seems so big that you may have anxiety about choosing to take action on this. Or if this isn't you, like I said, this could be your partner. It's according to how this resonates. Let me drink my tea, y'all. I knew this was going to be a long read, so I had my baby make me some tea. Ooh, it's good, but it's still a little hot. A little hot there, burn my tongue. Alright, so Ace of Wands here. I do feel like there's an opportunity, but I do feel like I say, that opportunity requires action. World card here. This is about putting an end to the cycles previously. Moon card here. The cycles of fear, the cycles of being in the dark. A lot of you guys, you could have been in the dark night of the soul with this situation. You could be now in a space of really putting an end to that, confident about moving forward, confident about taking this opportunity. But again, you got to make the decision. Judgment. If this isn't you, this is your partner needing to make the decision. Now, it does look as though there's an opportunity and someone has a desire to invest in that. The opportunity is good news with the Page of Wands. I'm not sure if this is Page of Wands or the Knight of Wands, but we just gonna go with it. This might be the Knight of Wands. All right, so it's different for different decks. Some decks the Princess is the Page, some decks the Princess is the Knight. I don't know. So I do feel like this is a Knight when we're talking about the energy of moving forward with the Wheel of Fortune, expansion, growth. I feel like this is going to ignite some sort of fire. So whatever happens with that shift, whether it's a revelation or an actual event that happens, like you could, bump into each other, you could see each other, or you know, someone could have some inspiration to reach out. I feel like that is going to create an expansion or a growth within the connection. With the strength card here, yeah, someone's going to find the strength to really move forward. I feel like someone could be in a space of really balancing out their energies. I feel like someone is wanting to create change, and I feel like that spark, this spark, that Ace of Wands, that opportunity, whatever happens, someone is in a space of wanting to take action on that, take action on their desires with the Knight of Wands. I like that. I like that. So like I said, I do feel like with this connection, it may start off as something small. It may start off as just like a little communication or something like that. But I do feel it, and we got 2 cards here at the end. I feel like it came out like that, or I might have just put them like that. We got 2 more cards. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, it may just be like something small. You guys could have some small communication, or you could be friends right now, but this friendship is leading you to a new beautiful beginning with your you know, your divine counterpart. So with the 8 of Cups here, I do feel like there is going to be an emotional growth. Now someone could be in a space of withdrawing their emotions away from the partnership because they're in a space of feeling as though they're waiting. But I do feel like this 8 of Cups, this emotional growth, and I said there's going to be an advance or growth or an expansion within the connection. I do feel like you and your twin are going on a new path together. It doesn't mean that there'll be a physical union, but it does mean that you guys are putting things in motion and working together, whether it be spiritually or physically, to really progress in your path and progress in your work. So with the 6 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles, I say work, that's 8 Pentacles. I do feel like these investments, these friendship is an investment toward this path. I feel like with the Six of Pentacles here, what's happening here is this emotional growth is causing adjustments. It's causing balances to the foundation. Like I said, there could have been some toxic energy within the connection. There could have been some toxic thinking, some, you know, codependencies. I feel like the adjustments being made, especially if someone is in a space of, yes, withdrawing their emotions in order to reconnect as friends, okay? I feel like that's a positive change with the 2 of Pentacles. I feel like the adjustments are positive. Someone could be having this realization that maybe we need a reset within our connection. With the Knight of Pentacles here, I do feel like it is going to require some time. So a lot of you guys, you could have, you know, a slow little path in front of you. But like I say all the time, slow and steady wins the race. Anything that you invest time and energy into, understand that payback from that time and energy that you've invested, if you put a lot of time and energy, that payback gonna be big. It's gonna be grandiose, you know, it's gonna be huge. So 3 of Pentacles here, I do feel like this is about cooperating, okay? Maybe cooperating with your partner, maybe cooperating with the universe. 8 of Wands, moving forward here. King of Swords, making decisions to really put your energy into alignment. So I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you just need to really release your concerns on the situation. Whatever it is, allow the motherfucking situation to be that. Continue to move forward. If you guys are just friends right now, continue to be friends. Invest in that friendship. Stop expecting more and embrace where you are within the connection. If you're not communicating, use this time to really work on you progressing as an entity here. Work on you overcoming your triggers. Work on you releasing your karma so that you can come into union so much quicker. All right, so now we're going to look at the guidance. Okay, let's put these up. The first cards that we're going to look at are the romance oracles. Okay, so I pulled 3 cards from the romance oracles. The first card that we pulled was forgiving and learning. It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment. So within your partnership with your twin, you may be needing to forgive them for past hurts. This could be a time of learning lessons, overcoming past triggers within the connection so that you guys can ascend toward a higher level of commitment. The next card we have is finances and career. It is stated here that financial issues are a factor in your love life. Now, early in the read, I saw the 5 of Pentacles, and I told you that your twin may be dealing with some financial issues, some challenges within their foundation. This may be the reason why there is a stagnation. There may need to be a balance within either you or both of you or your partner alone in regards to their finances and career, because this is a very important part when it comes to this union. And I say that because think about it. When you got financial issues, when you got financial troubles, this becomes your main focus, and this should not be the main focus in regards to this connection. So for a lot of you guys, your partner or you has to create some sort of balance within your foundation so that you can be free of any restrictions moving forward. Okay, and this could also have to do with financial issues dealing with other parties. So we also have very soon. It says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So for a lot of you guys, you need to be in a space of really deciding what you want within this connection. Do you want to pursue this union? If so, you do need to be in a space of understanding that you have to release and heal from the past situations you guys been in. You have to allow yourself to grow and expand in order to, attract in your twin within that same vibration. Okay, you guys mirror each other within the energy. I'm gonna put these here. All right, so the next cards we're gonna look at are the let me drink me some of this because my throat is crackling. Okay, so this is the Goddess Power Oracle deck. Woo, power up. So the first card, I pulled 3, but 4 of them came out here. So the first card that we're going to look at is Revelation. So just as in the read, I do feel like there could be some revelations, some shifts, some moments of truth within this connection. And I feel like this is coming very soon. Okay. We also have Creative Spark. Again, this is like the Tower. This is also like the Ace of Wands. So I do feel like there's going to be an opportunity. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you or your twin could act on the opportunity. And all of this is based in your devotion to the path or your devotion to your partner. Some of you guys could also be devoted to really bridging the gap between the two of you. You could be devoted to moving into a high vibration connection with your twin. And the last card of guidance we have from the Power Oracle deck was the in-between. So you and your partner could be in the in-between in regards to your connection. They could be moving away from past triggers, past karma, past codependencies in order to free up their energy and allow in this connection. You could also be doing the same. You guys could also be in the midway point, or in the in-between point to you guys coming into union. Okay. So I also pulled, and let me put these up. I bought some new cards called Love Bombs, and I thought they would be cute to use as messages from your twin. So for those of you that are watching, I pulled 5 cards, and I'm going to read them off to you, and these are messages from your twin. So the first message we have is, I always look forward to seeing you. So for a lot of you guys, your twin always looks forward to seeing you. Like, that's something that they really enjoy. They really enjoy spending time with you, whether it is, actually, hold on, turn off this light in here because I want you guys to see these cards. So whether this is like them actually physically seeing you, you guys actually spending time together, or video chat, if you guys are sending pictures through text, however you guys see each other, even if it is within their mind's eye, your twin wants you to know that they always look forward to seeing you. And even if you guys have been separated, they're still in the space of looking forward to the next time you guys reunite. So the next message we have from your twin, you put that right there. I want to put them so y'all can see them. Okay, so the next message we have from your twin is, I am proud of you. So your twin wants you to know that they are proud of you. They could be watching you from a distance. They could be seeing you progress. They could be seeing you grow. They could be seeing you blossom. And they would like you to know that they are proud of you. I think that's beautiful. Okay. So the next message that you guys have from your twin is, I'd like to help. What can I do for you? So that could be that creative spark. Your twin could reach out and just see how you're doing, see how you're holding up, if everything is okay. And this could be what leads to this new budding friendship, or this, this reconciliation, because I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you and your twin are in separation at the moment. So your twin would really like to know how they can help you, like what can they do for you. And even if they're not physically available to you, they would like to energetically send you messages, or energetically help you, maybe send you positive energy or pray for you or something like that. All right, so the next message we have is you brighten the day of those around you. So your twin sees you as someone that is very charming, someone that is, very beautiful or very handsome, someone that has the ability to brighten up people's day. Stop it, kid. Your twin feels like you are, like a ray of sunshine. So I think that's beautiful. The last message we have from your twin is, look, you have a way of lighting up the room. So I feel like I just said that. So your twin feels like you're, very stunning or eye-catching. They feel like you can light up a room. This is beautiful. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this resonated. If this did not resonate, you can always watch, group number 2. If you guys are interested in more readings like this, please feel free to, inform me. Other than that, that's all I got. Hey guys, so let's get started with group number 2, okay? So those of you that are in group number 2, you pick the Jade Crystal Ball. First card we have is the Father. So we're going to read what we have for the Father. Okay. And some of you guys, your twin may be a father, so this could be a message from them for you to understand where they are coming from. Okay. Alongside the mother, the father resides in the central axis of the archetypal family. The father embodies both light and dark aspects of the masculine. Thus, he is infinitely dynamic and complex. These words. His energy is strong and regal, embodying such virtues as honesty, wisdom, and loyalty. Yet ironically and simultaneously, the father is often absent, literally or emotionally. Through absence or action, the father eventually reveals that he is neither a king nor a god, but a human being with many flaws and wounds. He is both the guardian and the one who leads us to the wolves. Here, yet gone. The champion and the failure. The father can never resolve or escape this duality. It is inherent in the archetype itself. Witnessing the father's limitation allows the child to grow beyond the family and into the world. So when in light, this card could represent you or your twin being supportive, strategic, regal, and in kind authority. But when in dark, this could represent you or your twin disappearing, disappointing, and being devastated by failures. So if you guys are in a positive connection with your twin, and they are your masculine, they can be in the space of, if you're in light, they could be in a space of being very supportive of you, very kind, maybe having a kind authority in the connection, that masculine authority. But if you guys are in a negative space, or you guys are still in the space of not being in union, your twin could be in a space of, ghosting you, disappearing, disappointing you, could be even devastated by their own failures within the connection. Okay, so let's see. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull the tarot. We're going to be reading from the Karma Sutra Tarot here. The underlying energy we have is Hierophant. So we could be talking about a relationship. This could be dealing with the beliefs around this connection. This could be dealing with marriages, with traditions. Some of you guys could be stuck in, if you're in separation, you could be stuck in limbo because of someone's beliefs around relationships, around connections. Or if you are in a relationship, this could be really talking about, the structure of the connection and your beliefs surrounding it. Okay, you could also be with the Hierophant now. You could also be coming into spiritual union. You see here, the key. You could be finding the key to coming into union with your partner. All right, so the first card we have is, we have the Lover's card. So I do feel like for a lot of you guys, there are some decisions that have to be made within the connection. Okay. The next card we have is the Four of Cups. I feel like someone is in a space of needing to make a decision. Someone's discontent within their emotions, feeling stuck, okay? Maybe stuck. Someone could be stuck in a relationship and they're needing to make a decision. We got the Knight of Cups here. So I do feel like someone needs to really follow their emotions, follow their heart, follow what they feel, act on what they feel. We have the Three of Wands here. I feel like someone needs to act on what they feel and put some things into alignment within this connection. So if you are in separation, which I kind of feel like you could be in separation, if you're watching this, more than likely you and your twin are in separation. So if you're not in separation, you could be in union but still unsure of the connection. I feel like someone needs to make some decisions to really let down these barriers. I feel like there's an emotional barrier here. I do feel like someone has some feelings, because Knight of Cups is that, you know, that's coming forth or moving forth emotionally. So I do feel like someone is carrying emotions with them, trying to put them in alignment, but I feel like decisions need to be made. So Seven of Wands here, I feel like if someone is in a space of resisting making decisions, it is because I feel like someone is stuck emotionally. I feel like someone is closed off. Fours are usually closed off energies. So Wheel of Fortune here, I do feel like there is going to be a change to that energy. I do feel like someone is going to act off what they feel, judgment. There's a decision that's about to be made here. So I do feel like for some of you guys, a decision is about to be made. High Priestess here, someone is in a space of really trusting their intuition, trusting their higher knowledge. Now, a lot of you guys someone could also be in silence. So if you feel like someone has retreated from you, has ghosted you, they could be in a space of really identifying some feelings or some things within inside of themselves, and really in a space of needing to change or making a decision to change. There may have been a resistance to that previously because someone was trying to have patience while they put things in order. With the Three of Pentacles here, though, I do feel like someone knows that it is time to put some things in motion now. So Two of Swords, there may be a blockage because someone could be having some mental conflicts about this connection. But I feel like the energy is about to expand. We got 3 tens here, so I do feel like there's a ending to something that's about to happen. And if you guys are not in union, if this is a separation, I do feel like this ending is to the energies or the cycles that you guys have been in. So emotionally now, I feel like emotionally someone is very inside of themselves. I feel like someone is very inside of that heart space, trying to identify, you know, what changes are necessary. Whoa. Now that's a message. Okay, let me turn my, I was trying to pause it, but I couldn't because the computer's too freaking far away. So let me make sure I turn this down, because my other ringtone or my twin, it will cause my video to be demonetized, which is crazy. All right. And 8888 was that number. So yeah, I do feel like for a lot of you guys, there's some cycles within a connection that are closing out. I do feel like you are in alignment with the growth. I feel like both of you are in alignment with the growth. But emotionally, I feel like someone had to go within themselves, had to withdraw their emotions away in order for this to change. So some of you guys could feel as though your twin has ghosted you. You could feel as though, even if you're in union, you could feel as though they're detached, but in actuality, they just went inside of themselves. I feel like they're trying to put their energies into alignment. Especially with Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands, I do think they're trying to put things into alignment. And then you got 3 tens, and the Three of Pentacles is like 3 circles or 3 gears that I see coming into motion. So the end of these cycles is necessary in order for this to grow and expand. Some of you guys could be about to be into union, but you're at a stalemate now because mentally you're not seeing the changes that are happening. All right, so let's clarify. We're going to be using the Cleopatra Tarot, or Tarot de Cleopatra, and I use this in the group 1 reading. This is just my clarity deck. So the first card we're going to look at, and let me drink some tea because I can feel my throat drying out again. Whew. All right, so let's see why this Lover's card is here. Why is this Lover's card here? We have the Star here with the Queen of Wands. I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you are in a space of making a decision. I feel like you're making a decision to really move forward either you or your twin is making a decision to really move forward because someone's seeing the bigger picture. And I do feel like someone is lacking confidence or lacking, like, I feel like someone is underestimating their abilities. To the Emperor, this is the divine masculine, so he's underestimating his abilities. But I do feel like because of the emotions here, because of the feelings of lack, because of feeling unhappy without this union, I do feel like there are some decisions that are being made. Look at that, Ace of Cups. You have a new opportunity that's about to come to you, and I do feel like this is for the feminine energy coming from the masculine. Okay, so we got the Four of Cups here. I do feel like there's some discontentment emotionally. You could feel stuck. Eight of Swords here, Hangman. I feel like the reason why there's this emotional discontentment is because there's a lack of confidence in breaking away from mental restraints. I feel like with the Hangman, you or your partner is in suspension. I do feel like physically there's some adjustments that are being made, and I do feel like someone is identifying the path, really connecting with their higher self. So I do feel like there's a growth. There's this cosmic wisdom that I feel like is being shared to the masculine here that is going to create a shift or a change within the connection. But again, as these 3 cycles in, I do feel like things have to come into alignment before you can move forward. So right now you may be at a stalemate, and it may be a stalemate because someone is unable to really truly make a decision. So we got the Knight of Cups here. Why is this Knight of Cups here? We got the Six of Swords. So I do feel like emotionally someone is ready to move forward. Four of Cups because they're unhappy with the situation. Eight of Cups, someone's walking away from a commitment. So now usually with the twin flame, if you're reading this, you and your twin flame you're not in a relationship, but they may be in a relationship. If they're not in a relationship, they're stuck into a situation or a connection or stuck in their own beliefs around a situation, and I feel like that is coming to an end. Someone is ready to act off of what they feel, and it does require emotionally withdrawing from whatever it was. So whether those emotions were negative, someone is in a space of withdrawing away from those negative emotions, ascending toward a higher level within this relationship. Three of Wands, I do feel like things are coming into alignment. I feel like you just need to have patience here. Why is this Three of Wands here? So we have the Wheel of Fortune. I'm trying to tell you, there's an expansion, there's a growth here. Ace of Swords. I feel like you're going to find the clarity here that this growth or this change, once you have patience with the situation, you're going to see the clarity that this is going to bring emotional fulfillment. It's going to bring what you want. But I do feel like there are some cycles either within your life or your partner's life that have to end in order for this to grow. So we have the Seven of Wands here. I feel like that your partner could be in a space of setting themselves apart by becoming resistant to opposition. Nine of Cups, allowing their concerns to move forwards. Knight of Wands here with the Knight of Swords. I do feel like someone's moving forward. Queen of Swords. So your partner may be in a space of becoming more discerning of who deserves their attention or who deserves their investment, their energies. So I feel like your partner is in a space of cutting away something. This resistance, I do not feel is to you. Now, they may be resisting you in the process of making these decisions or cutting away these extensions within their life. But the resistance is so that they can put things in alignment. All right, so we have the Wheel of Fortune here. Why is this Wheel of Fortune here? Okay. We have the Two of Swords here. There's going to be a change to this. Two of Pentacles here. There's going to be a positive change. You may be at a stalemate now, but I feel like you need to have peace of mind. Some of you guys are conflicted within your thoughts because you're allowing those illusions, those cups to take over your feelings. Okay, so some of you guys, you got a whole bunch of feelings within the situation, and you're choosing based off of those emotions or whatever that is. But you really just need to have the motivation to move forward and allow the changes to happen, even if you don't see them physically in your face happening. Allow the changes to happen by becoming grounded within your own energy, focusing on you growing, expanding, awakening. Judgment here. Why is this Judgment here? So I do feel like Magician, Fool energy, someone's going to make a decision here. Someone's going to take action. The Magician is about taking action. Someone's going to manifest taking a leap of faith based off of either an awakening that they have or clarity toward Ace of Pentacles, a brand new opportunity. Okay? So Judgment, yeah, I feel like there's going to be a reconciliation between you and your partner. I do feel like you and your twin could possibly And I'm going to be 100% real with you. I feel like you could possibly be coming into union. So High Priestess here with the Three of Pentacles, I feel like you know that it does require some work or some cooperation. So some of you guys, the cooperation may be you needing to be patient. High Priestess here, you needing, High Priestess, clarifying the High Priestess. Shit, you need to trust your own intuition. It's like you have the knowledge here. Page of Pentacles. You have the knowledge of this new investment. You have the knowledge that it does require a small investment for this to grow. So for a lot of you guys, if you're dealing with regrets because you feel like it's not moving fast enough, you need to see, you need to trust the beliefs around the situation. You know why it's taking so long to progress, because there are cycles that need to end. And like I said in the last reading, every investment that you make in life, if you make a big investment, the reward is twice as big. So if this is taking you a long time, you're investing a lot of energy, a lot of time within this connection, building this connection, strengthening this bond, creating this unstoppable force between you and your twin, it's going to require you some patience. And I feel like you know that, but just that knowledge that you have to be patient is enough to, I'm going to be real with you, it's enough to drive you insane. Be like, damn it, how much patience do I need? So Three of Pentacles here. How many Three of Pentacles here? I mean, how many three? Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. I feel like previously you were dealing with a lack within this situation, but I feel like now you just need to focus on investing into this. You need to focus on putting things in motion. Focus on investing in your plans. So even if this is just visual affirmation, just, you know, visualizing your life moving forward, visualizing what you want to feel, and that's what this looks like, focusing on what you want to feel moving forward, making those plans. And this is the, you know, this is the twin flame card, the Four of Wands. So I feel like happy life, happy wife is on the way. It just requires some cooperation from your part, and it may not require actual physical cooperation. It may require energetic cooperation by releasing your energy and allowing the situation to flow however it needs to flow. Because with the Two of Swords as the outcome, that does mean that you're going to be at a stalemate, or you are at a stalemate, either due to mental conflicts or your inability to see things clearly. Why is this Two of Swords here? Three of Swords. So some of you guys, you could feel stuck. You could feel heartbroken around the situation. You could feel like it's taking too long, especially if in the past you have dealt with being betrayed by this person. This Two of Swords, you need to take the blindfold off and see that this investment to this situation is moving you toward what it is that you want. You need to release those past memories. For a lot of you guys, this is what's blocking you from seeing the truth of the progression in this connection, because you're focusing on past hurts and past energies that are not evident within this connection presently. Your partner could also be, you could also be at a stalemate if your partner, your twin, is in the space of releasing past energy or letting go of something from their past. Meaning they could be going through divorces, breakup, things like that. So now we're going to pull our guidance. So the first three cards of guidance we have are from the Power of Love Oracle deck. So the first card that we have is humility. It says you have developed the loving sense of awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. So this is about understanding that you and your twin mirror each other in energy. You have the same energies, you have the same obstacles, but you just have different paths of achieving them. So the same lessons that you had to overcome, your twin may be in the space of needing to overcome them as well. So just think back to all of those times when it was hard for you to overcome situations or break free from things that were toxic in your life or that were draining you. Think about how hard it was for you to get to where you are. And I feel like this is about humbling yourself and understanding that, okay, we're going through the same shit. They're just going through it at a time where I'm, you know, at peace and trying to rebuild myself. So detach from the situation and allow your twin to go through what they need to go through to get to where you are. Okay, so the next card we have is joy. It says you delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. So some of you guys, you need to be in your highest vibration right now. Don't allow the circumstances of this connection to get you down. Don't allow yourself to become obsessive in nature in regards to what's going on, in regards to what should I do, am I doing this right. Just allow yourself to be free of any conflict within this connection and really be in, turn that down. And really, I'm sorry, y'all know my kids here. And really be in high vibration in regards to this partnership. Okay, so the last card we have from the Power of Love is expression. It says you're ready to manifest. Let me get my other cards because we got more cards here. Okay, it says you're ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into action. So some of you guys, you're ready for expression, and some of you guys could be receiving some joy, especially if there are some expressions that are coming in. Like I said, I truly believe some of you guys are about to come into union, but I feel like some things have to be expressed, and as of now, until everything comes into alignment the way that it needs to, that expression is on pause. All right, so the next 3 cards we're going to read from is the Whispers of Lord Ganesha. And we got 4 here because 1 extra fell out, but we're going to read it. So the first one we have is healing. So I do feel like your union is in a place of needing to heal. I feel like you need to heal as well as your partner. Take this time for you guys to heal so that you can, come back rejuvenated. You feel me? So the next card of guidance we have is positive outlook. I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is a necessity in regards to this connection. Right now, you need to have a positive outlook in regards to your twin flame connection. A lot of you guys are really in a negative space, blocking yourself mentally because you can't see physical evidence of what is happening. Be in a positive outlook. Be in high vibration. If it takes detaching from the connection altogether and focusing your energy on staying in high vibration, then that is what you need to do. Okay, the next card we have is perseverance. So this, listen, some of you guys, I feel like, I'm be real with you, I really feel like you're about to go into union because you have persevered. You've put in the work, okay? This is also about continuing to stand strong, continuing to be persistent, continuing to have victory within yourself by continuing to elevate and move in the path that you are in. So the next card we have is steadfastness. So I do feel like for a lot of you guys, like I'm telling you, there's going to be a shift within this connection. You just need to stay strong. You need to stay focused. Continue to put in your work. Continue to elevate. Continue to nurture yourself and detach from any negative feelings or any negative emotions around this connection. All right, so I bought a new deck of cards, the Love Bombs. These are kindness cards, but they have pretty good messages on them. So as of now, I'm going to be using them in these type of readings as messages from your twin. So I'm going to read them now. And like I said, these are messages from your twin, like what they want to tell you. So the first one we have is, I admire your hard work and discipline. So it looks like a twin really admires how much work you put into your career, your life, how much discipline you have. They admire how, dedicated you are to anything that you are pursuing in life. I feel like this is a very, very good card, especially if you are career oriented or you're a person that is very much, in strong will in regards to what you desire. So the next card we have is, we might not be related, but I consider you family. So your twin considers you like family to them. They really feel like you're a part of them. And this is good because a lot of times, even with my twin, it can feel like he's home. Like when he hugs me, I feel like I'm home. I feel like we've been together forever, and we have, but this is what they feel like. You feel like family to them. I feel like you feel like home to them. Okay, so the next card we have is, your example inspires me to be better. So for a lot of you guys, your twin really, you're setting the bar high. Like they really look up to you. You really motivate them. You inspire them to be a better them. You inspire them to do better within their life. It sounds like me and my baby, little connection. Okay. All right, so the next card we have is, I hope my kid grows up to be like you. Now, if that ain't a motherfucking compliment, like, you know how major it is for someone to want their kid to grow up to be like you. That means that they see so much beauty, light, love, and positivity from you. They see like something that they want their kids to aspire to be. What? Okay, so the next card we have is, I admire your generosity. So I really feel like for a lot of you guys, your partner admires how generous you are. They admire how good of a person you are, how much you extend yourself to them. It doesn't have to be financially. It could be emotionally. It could be mentally. You could always be there for them. But they admire that about you. It really looks like your partner has placed you on a pedestal. Now, you may be at conflict within your thoughts because you don't see the progression that is made. But I feel like within this connection, you do need to allow your concerns to fade away. Be at peace of mind within this connection to understand that the work that you've invested and the perseverance that you've had within this connection is paying off. And I do feel like for a lot of you guys, this is paying off a lot sooner than you think. So this is all I have. Until next time. Hey guys, it's Nicola. So I just want to thank you guys for watching my pick a card twin flame reading. Again, thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. For those of you that are new to my channel, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good shit. If you guys have been with me, what's up? How you doing? Welcome back. Other than that, like I said, that's all I got. Until next time.